Welcome to the real underworld.
And you want to rule over this? Why? For power?
Wow. It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter.
Who occupies it?
A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile.
Orpheus!
I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Right! Okay, Orpheus, because he doesn't have his lady love Eurydice. Is that her name? Eurydice? I think that's the story, isn't it, with the music? Who is Orpheus?
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should.
Eurydice.
His is a
Yeah,
popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing.
Got the right pronunciation just in time.
Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
Wait, what?
So he's not a fan of yours?
How's that your fault?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
We're gonna kill him anyway. We're gonna kill him, right? Why haven't you mentioned him?
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what
brought
are
it
we
upon
supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
No, yank him off the
That's what
throne.
you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you're gonna sing.
Oh, you'll see.
Wait, he likes music.
So there's gonna be a fight? Good. I need something to punch.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
Really? Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
In our way, you mean?
Yes, in our way.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come, it's time to cross the Styx.
What about Cerberus? Should I be concerned about a three-headed dog? No songs? We haven't had a song in ages. Surely we're destined for a song. Before we get to Orpheus, I mean.
The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Okay. That is a large boat. Oh, and so was he. Large, not a boat. Hi, Karen.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Can I entertain you? I am the last Muse. I'm here to save Freddy. Again, it's really not why we're here. If it's an incidental thing we can do, great. We're here for the Furies.
My name is Grace, and I'm here to save my friend Freddy. Have you seen her?
He says he has. She spoke a great deal as they crossed the river, and that made him very happy.
Happy? Why happy?
I don't imagine Corone gets much company these days, Grace. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
We can find something to play, as he always says.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
Are we even gonna recognize Freddy? It's so quiet.
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story, every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Ilia's dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wrong. It wasn't your fault. You didn't belong. If my life was stolen, I wouldn't know where to turn. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
I didn't belong
a
here,
wolf is waiting in the
but
tomb.
that throne belongs to
Someone's
me.
coming.
No one deserves
I
it
can feel them howling at the
more
moon.
than I.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can
an
bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
I have been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way.
Thanks.
Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny. Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse, any requests? Questions?
What's your problem with Persephone?
Do, loop it. Do, do, do.
I love that expression.
I didn't do what I was told, didn't know that it was all a game. I didn't think that he would do it. Then Eurydice was gone. And Persephone, you stood right beside him and said, what a shame. He was always gonna kill her and you knew it. And I never got to have my revenge.
how are you to react?
I'm sorry, I'm pausing there. How was it not Orpheus's fault? He was literally told not to look back at Eurydice, I'm pretty sure that's how the myth went, and he turned around and looked at her. So he was his fault. He was told not to do something. He did it. He brought himself to this situation. That's my memory of this particular mythology. I could be wrong.
It wasn't your fault. Now there's no turning back. If my love was taken, I wouldn't know where to turn. Your candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
This tete-a-tete is over. If he's the victim, what am I?
Queen, let's not lose our composure. The Muse understands.
Well, I won't comply. I'd rather die. The throne was stolen after I murdered the king. You should be grateful and thank me for everything. And yet you scream like a boy. You kick the ground. I was a slave.
Eurydice is gone because you did nothing.
Orpheus, there was nothing I could do.
I saw your whispers, poison behind your king.
Wasn't me.
If I cannot have my revenge, you're the next best thing.
Orpheus, instead of a life of despair, Hades would have ended you there. This place would still be humming.
Oh, I rather doubt that.
Doesn't make it any less true.
Am I the one on trial now?
It wasn't your fault. You were never to blame. Hades was a monster. We were part of his game. Orpheus, where's your fire? When will the music return?
The candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
That throne doesn't belong to you, and you know it.
If I didn't do what I was told, I'd be dragged across the palace floor. Hades can't hurt us anymore. But Eurydice is still gone. For what it's worth, you've my apology. But I assure you, nothing more. For deep down you know that there's no revenge.
The pain never ends.
The pain never ends.
There's no revenge.
This was never gonna end the way you wanted to. And I won't turn my back. I won't turn my back on you again.
I had forgotten how sweet a melody could be. Such thoughts become clouded in this place.
That was really interesting. I like all the allusions to not turning your back, or even just turning back, because that's appropriate. I guess why they're saying it wasn't Orpheus's fault is because it's not his fault Eurydice died in the first place. That wasn't his fault. So I guess maybe he was blaming himself for that. He's definitely at fault for having her die in the second time, or not come back to life, as it were. Although they are insinuating that Hades would have killed her anyway, which sucks, bro. Really sucks. But you still had a part to play in that last part. I wasn't sure what I should do for the last part, whether I should just tell them both to just move on from the past. Because in a way, Persephone still hasn't finished growing from her past. She still needed to get back her throne to finish her own personal arc. So as much as I do think she needs to move past it, she needs to finish the arc to then move past it. So that's why I went with that option in the end. In case you're wondering for my rationale.
Forgive me, my lady of the night.
He'll never find happiness again. Sorry, buddy. Maybe we can bring music back to the underworld.
An empty chair for an empty kingdom.
What's the point? It's yours now. Leave it behind. No time for second thoughts. Oh, sorry. Up and then down.
Don't tell me you've decided you don't want it. After everything we went through to get it?
It's not that.
Then what? This is what you've craved ever since the chorus stripped it from you. Take your victory lap.
Is it because it doesn't feel the way she thought it would?
I like the way you think, truly.
But that's not the issue.
I can only hope that somewhere Hades can see me, sitting on his chair.
Yeah. Happy to help.
I'm happy to do my part. Really.
I know. And that makes what I have to tell you now all the more difficult.
Oh no, this doesn't bode well.
I lied. Even if we could find Freddie, you couldn't bring her back.
That's fine.
The laws of death are not so easily circumvented.
I didn't think they would
And
be.
the fates?
They will not help you or anyone. Even if you could speak to them, they will not care. And never have.
Sorry. And El Saliva, is there any harm in trying to commune with the fates anyway? You never know, there could be exceptions to the rule.
You didn't once consider telling me? I might have helped you regardless.
You, perhaps. But Apollo?
Ah,
I suppose we'll never know.
fair. Fair. That is fair. So that's it. You sure fooled me.
That's it then. We came here for nothing.
No, she got her throne back. That is very important to her personal development. Let's not diminish her accomplishments, okay? And we had a great conversation with Charon along the way on the River Styx.
I doubt the fates would have responded even to the mirror, Grace. And the boundaries of death cannot be commanded away. Not even by the ruler of Hades.
Which you weren't gonna share. Not while you still had a shot at sticking it to Hades.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
To give you peace.
Not
Closure.
without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
The Queen of the Dead. Persephone finally claimed the throne. Hey! What you doing there, girl? I don't think she's tangible. Oh, she is! We can touch spirits now. Coolio.
Hey, you're here.
Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Yeah, it seems quite boring here.
Fred, No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
God, I keep forgetting how tall she is. I shouldn't have involved you.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
Fact.
And look what happened.
She made a
I
choice.
got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone
Calliope? No, I don't think idols work the same
while
way.
I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Calliope did come here. Calliope. Tell me the truth. Why did you seek the fates?
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My
Idols don't...
Eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
I guess you weren't just friends. I'm still confused about the soul.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection.
So maybe they're
That's
not
why
real?
the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you that? No. I don't suppose he could have.
And that is where the guilt comes in. We knew there was some other component to Apollo's guilt, and there it is, his regret. He looked into, I don't know if it was Calliope's future, somebody's future, and so it became set in stone. Calliope's death became set in stone, except it was meant to happen 11 months from now. Now, is it because he looked at the prophecy, so it hastened the process? Or did Calliope do something to hasten the process by trying to change her fate, by seeking the fates and getting killed by the Furies ahead of time? And Apollo won't say it because he regrets doing it and regrets that his actions led to her death. Something like that.
It's a long story.
And I'm here for it, but you're very loud. Let's start with Apollo, let's start with Apollo. We have lots of time.
I don't know about you, but I have all the time in the world.
I have less than 2 days, but I have all the time in the world.
Okay, yeah, bad joke. But I really do need to hear this.
Apollo delivered, with great reluctance, a prophecy that said I needed to die.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
Why did he look for the prophecy? Because if you recall, he said that he's managed to stop looking into the prophecies, unintentionally and whatnot. He sort of cut himself off from that to an extent. Not in so many words, he didn't say that, but he stopped looking for prophecies. So I don't think it's just going to hit him one day. Athena.
Athena.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Why did you go to the prophecy? Chronologically.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me.
Because he always tries to change the prophecies, even though he knows he can't.
He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
Can you tell me part of the prophecy that's not going to get me killed?
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols.
That much was obvious.
The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last Muse lives.
Well, I guess I'm dying now. That sucks.
But I'm the last Muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
So now I'm gonna die. Well, actually, that is not what the prophecy says. The prophecy just says that the idols are gonna languish and lose their power if I continue to live. Not that I have to die. Why me?
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
She went on an
I
island
was
past you.
wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing.
Adrift.
I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
Thank you.
And you made it. For what it's worth, thank you.
You're thanking me?
You gave me a gift, Calliope. Everything that happened afterwards, it wasn't your fault.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
I will grant you absolution. But why did you go to the reliquary? to speak with the fates?
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
I still hypothesize that she's Zeus. It sounds stupid, and I'm probably going to look really stupid when she's just plain old Athena, but it is an explanation for why she can control the Furies. You went to Pan for the key.
you went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh, Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
And that's why Pan
I'm
wants
sure
justice.
he feels guilty enough, my love.
That's why he wants justice. Athena will pay! Apollo should have told us, do you blame Athena?
Do you blame Athena for what she did?
She wanted to save the idols. And I wanted that too.
Well, I blame her. And Apollo for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
And was trying to avoid that.
We don't know that.
We kind of do. We kind of do. So what do we do? What now?
I have to go back. And I have no idea what will happen. None of this seems real.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go.
It's time to
Deep within my soul, you will remain with me, a best friend through the dark. Gone, you're irreplaceable. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I was not prepared to die, but Grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go. I know. Now it's time to go.
It's time to go.
But she got the chance to say goodbye. That's nice. And so did Persephone. Saying goodbye made the difficult decision to let someone go.
You've returned.
Yeah, brah. You and I. Thank you, though, for not telling me about the prophecy.
And I see Freddie isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
Not yet.
No.
Then what happened?
We found Calliope.
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her eidolon is inside you. How
It
could...
doesn't work like that. The eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy, how you warned her, how you've been lying to us.
I feel like he's been lying about Athena and her involvement, but he can't, or he couldn't have given us that information without telling us about the prophecy. And he's been doing everything he can to keep Grace from being locked into the prophecy. So I actually have to respect the man. He's been doing what he can to repent for Calliope's death in the only way he knew how.
You knew. You knew the truth this entire time. Even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes.
But he was helping Grace by
Yes, I
not
did.
telling her. I understand why.
You were trying to protect me, right? You didn't want me to share Calliope's fate?
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
I mean, at least he
It's
tried.
done. You're locked into it.
Points for trying.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
Wait, you're leaving?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at.
Stay.
I don't know how this will affect your trial.
I don't even think we're
We
going to
could
get
tell
there.
them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Look, about what happened in Hades.
Which part? The part where I lied to get what I wanted? I won't apologize. You have to know me better than that.
I don't want you to.
When you go to the trial, I'll back your play, up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
I don't know how to prepare. What am I preparing? I need to speak to the Fates, damn it. But I can't go back to the reliquary or the Furies are going to kill me. What a conundrum. This is my last chance to speak to anyone before the trial. I mean, that's great, but the word confront is not very encouraging. Day 7. Well, we're going to speak with everybody, but I don't think confront is the word I would be using. Have a nice friendly chat and go, hey guys, you got my back, right? Why can't we speak to Hecate?